Hi everyone, it's Adrian with Next Action Associates. Quite recently I've been, picking up old games, old board games, and had a lot of fun playing those. And a thought came through. Well, I started asking myself a question like, isn't life just pretty much a game? Where there is a set of rules where you have to live by or go by to, well, win at this game somehow, right? And it kept in my mind, kept coming back, well, probably because I was playing a certain game, it kept coming back. And then the next question came was, well, when is it that life and games are fun? When is it actually that I enjoy my time playing games? What is like the minimum requirement, the essential pieces that will make sure that any game is fun? And I've boiled it down to two fundamental pieces. And it might seem absurd, but oftentimes, the obvious things are not, well, so obvious. The first piece is you have to know your game. You have to know what you're playing at, right? Okay, it seems really, really obvious, but bear with me. And the second piece is, well, you need to know how to play the game, right? Have you ever been like in a game where you just did not know how exactly to solve it? It gets frustrating? I have. Okay, so you need to know what game you're playing, and you need to know, well, how to play it, or at least, how to play it, if not how to win it. So two fundamental pieces. And I saw the same pattern or the same essentials pertaining to life. I think in life as well, we need to know, well, what's the game we're playing at? And second question, how can I win at this game? Now, when we talk about games, it's easy in the sense that, well, you pick up a game and you read what this game is all about. You'll read about the rules and you try it once, twice, and 3 times, and then you know basically how it goes, and then it's just practice. But it is an essential piece to have fun. When it comes to life, it's not as easy as with board games. Whenever you get a message, or whenever you get a task, or whenever you get a new responsibility, or whenever you have a bigger project on your plate, and it comes through someone else, or via an email, for example, does it come crisp and clear with a beautiful pink bow that tells you exactly, here is what your game is, what you should do, exactly how it looks like, and this is exactly how you can win at this game? If you ever got this kind of email, please send it over. I'd love to read this kind of email, because I've never, ever received an email that is crisp and clear, for which I don't have to spend some time figuring out what are you about and what exactly am I going to do if I am going to win at this game, right? And I think that the analogy is fitting, because oftentimes when I lack enjoyment at work, I often think it's because I have too much to do, or because I have too much in my inbox, or because I don't have enough time. I get often these kind of thoughts, when really what is going on is I have no clue what game I'm playing at, and I have no clue how to win it. And the moment I know exactly what my target is, what game I'm playing at, what's the desired result, and the moment I know exactly how I'm actually going to hit my target, well, work becomes fun. And so I encourage you, it's very basic what I've been saying here, but it has helped me, so I'm hoping it's going to help you. To make that link, work can be so much more fun when you know what your work is and when you know how to win it. So the two fundamental pieces I've addressed here can be boiled down to two key components or two key concepts in the GTD methodology. The first one, when I say you have to know what your game is, what you're playing at, You basically have to know what your desired results are. And just pick any email you have and really try to boil it down to, okay, well, when that email is done, or when the things that someone has asked me is off my plate and I don't have to worry ever about this again, what is then true? What's the result that I can actually describe with words instead of just saying I'm doing emails, right? So pick one email or pick something that is in your mind and just ask yourself, if that is not on my mind anymore, not in my inbox anymore, how does reality actually look like? That's to know what game or what play you're playing at. And then the second question I referred to was, well, how are you going to win at this game? And here, the second concept that is addressed in the GG methodology is next action thinking, right? Whenever you say I'm going to do emails or whenever I'm going to work, well, what does that mean exactly? What exactly are you going to do? Like, what's your next action? Unless you have a clear next action, it's difficult to actually make any significant advancement on anything, right? And this is nothing new because you do that already, I'm sure. But if you start to see that, unlike games, it's always you that has to define the rules you're playing at and what game you're playing at and how exactly you're going to go about it. You know, that if that comes through, you know, it helped me tremendously once I realized that the email is never going to tell me exactly what to do about it. I have to sit down in front of it and I have to ask myself the question, what's my desired result? What's my desired outcome here? And what exactly, if anything, am I going to do with this piece of email? The email will never, ever tell you what to do. You need to tell yourself what to do. And that's how, basically, you can transform work that is maybe not so much fun into a game that is much more fun, at least on some occasions. I hope that helps a little bit. Please shout out, write down any comments, any questions you have, be happy to address them. Until next time, wish you a good evening.